me alone. I am inside your operations center. Data stalled required. Ugh, I wish I knew what that word ginsk meant. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky episode 100, the big episode 100. We're approaching the 50 hours mark into the game, which should give everyone a pretty decent idea of how exactly long it takes to do the things that we do in this game. We've made quite a bit of progress for 50 hours, though. I feel like we have. Let's go ahead and ping this beacon. Although it looks like clouds are going to cover most of our visual assessment of the area. But it has detected a minor settlement off in the distance. Although, to be fair, before we got distracted, we were heading towards a drop pod, and it looks like in the logging out between last episode and this episode, we have lost our drop pod being identified, so we'll have to scan for another one. Problem is, if there are lots of drop pods on this planet, we may in fact not be driven to the same one. And it looks like we in fact are not quite being driven to the same one. That's okay. What we'll do is we'll head in this direction, as I believe this is the direction of the old one, and then we will simply scan again. I am a big fan of this planet, though, and I don't believe I can let this planet go without establishing a base on it. I'm not sure what it is, if it's the colors, the terrain, the forests. Something about this planet appeals to me very much. Even though we won't need it for the underground salvage technology for too long, because we're going to max this out hopefully soon. I still feel like this planet is just something to behold. I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it. If you told me to name the attributes that make a really cool planet that I want to settle down on, I probably couldn't identify them. But when I got there, I would know it when I saw it. It could be the fact that the sky is a deep sort of blue at night and a gentle pale violet during the day. It could be the fact that the oceans are a proper cerulean blue. That the grass is this short amber sort of grass. Aha, drop pod. Ooh, 7 minutes. Oh, I do not accept these terms, actually. Drop pod, minor settlement, buried technology. We'll have to scan for another drop pod. I should have gone to the other one. But look at this. There's something about this place. It has majesty. I can't identify it. We are going to establish a base, though. I don't know if I want to go and establish the base somewhere in the ocean or on the land, and then make the ocean sort of a secondary endeavor. I feel like any planet we're going to establish an oceanic base on it should be mostly ocean. Maybe more ocean than terrain. Perhaps that's idealizing a little bit of all the things you can do out on the ocean. Oh, are we scanning a plant? Okay, let's scan a plant then. Drop pod. That's a little far away. How about if we scan again? Hmm? I know there was one that was closer than this that we were following. Whoa! Look out. Crystals, crystals, crystals. Thank you for the crystals. It's like got these gentle rolling hills, but yet it also has... Ooh, skirt! We're gonna get some of that. I'm tired of not being able to send our frigates out on expeditions, so we absolutely need to prioritize dihydrogen whenever we can in an effort to get enough frigate fuel to do it. The Bojayat encampment, okay. Let's check this out here. How about nearby buried blueprints? Technology, technology. That one's not too far away. I do like that. And look, it's another lake. The high terrain makes these lakes sort of sparse, but these little basin features, they have character. Digging a little too soon. There we go. Nope, no custom marker. I just wanted to get it off the other one. And there's alien artifacts for learning language just about everywhere. Alright, let's get back in our exocraft. Oh, what have we here? This planet does seemingly have it all, doesn't it? Rare metal element, tetracobalt, superoxide crystal. I mean, these things are just sort of all the good things that we could possibly ever want. Along with the sodium nitrate crystals and the large dihydrogen crystals. I don't know if I need any of these, though. That seems like that would... This is a good resource to get. Let's see, it's identified by number 1. Let's see if there's any more of these. We've got sentient plants over there. Okay, so I don't see any more of them. Alright, careful, careful. Yeah, we're going to set up a base here. Where? I'm not sure. I suppose we don't have to find a base location right away. We can simply just set up a computer somewhere. Teleport back here and find it another time. Alright, well, let's grab the few alien artifacts that are lingering, and then we'll go check out our... Let's see if we can scan for another drop pod, maybe one that is closer. Let's see. Seems like that is still the very far away one that we were looking at. Okay, fair enough. Then we shall go to the settlement here. Let's go inside and see what this place is all about. And how are you? Analyst Entity Lotto. Traveler, Corvax, Corvax, Corvax. Wow. Lifeforms mask flashes a repeated pattern. They gesture towards their manifest as if to recruit me for some task. I'm sorry, I must decline. I'm not currently accepting missions. I'm on a mission. Technology Merchant Huladnjevic. Wow. I don't know why I try sometimes. I'm not sure. Salvaged technology. Yes, give me 2 of those, please. Alright. Oh, we're gonna have a weapon over here. The Envoy's Light Atomizer. Ooh, Class C rifle. No, thank you. No, thank you. So, a little disappointing. This is not one of the structures with some Atlas Pass version 2 doors. That would have been nice. Let's see if they sell any sort of thing here that they don't sell at the space station. It does not appear so. Okay, well, I do know we can call our starship here for free. We have tons of navigational data. It's not a problem. So we'll go ahead, we'll activate this alien artifact because why not? It is a free word in the Corvax language, which, if our last conversation is any indicator, we need quite a bit of more language to be learned. And then I think, oh, there's another one here. And then I think we are going to have to save and chart this sector. I'm trying not to do that arbitrarily, but it feels wrong to not do it. I wish it was just a chart and not a save. But alas, this does count as a manual save. Which is fine. The only alternative is that I don't save and chart sectors. Which, you know, that's just leaving nanites laying on the floor. Let's give it one more chance to potentially identify a new drop pod, please. Nope, that is the drop pod that we have available. Well, how are we doing for salvage technology? Currently running 15, 30, 33. That's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Starting to fill up our inventory a little bit with all of these good goodies. Even more of a reason to get to a drop pod. I was pretty sure there was buried technology over here. Well, there's one there. More floating crystals. Let's go over there. That one appears to be near an alien artifact. 2 for 1. Always better than a 1 for 1. Look at these sodium nitrate crystals. Oh, these dihydrogen crystals. This planet is the greatest. No, this is wonderful because now we'll be able to send our frigates out on an expedition. We should have plenty of dihydrogen by the time we're done here. Yeah, that's 500. Even though we were unable to find... Ugh, no, not a storm. Even though we were unable to find dihydrogen jelly for sale at a marketplace at the last few space stations we had stopped at, we were able to very easily fill back up on dihydrogen and sodium nitrate. So much so that we're about ready to just leave some behind and... Wait. We overflew our mark here. All right, okay. So it's a little hot. So the rainstorms are a little hot. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Oh, look at this terrain. Woo! Oh, yeah. This is nice. And the mountains go up so high into the sky. They really do. Buried technology. Down the hill. Don't mind if I do. So right now, even though I know we should be heading towards a drop pod... No! My pilgrim! Even though I know we should be heading towards a drop pod, we are definitely prioritizing this buried technology. Because honestly, it's one thing I want to get off my checklist. I really want to get to where I don't have to worry about collecting this anymore. And the easiest way to do that is to just collect it up. Alright, let's see. Can you give me... I'm thinking, what if we scan for a monolith? And we'll go towards that. 2 minutes. Works for me. Give us a little bit of time, let this rainstorm pass. Give us more time to zip up and down these mountain ranges. Whoa. That was an odd little cave generation. We need more boost modules is what we need. Fuel required, says who? Whoa, hold up, hold up, hold up. So first of all, let's learn a word. Secondly, would that be a manufacturing facility? Oh, it is! Detour, we need these. We actually need these a lot, and even though we're not really searching for them in earnest currently, they are still a thing we want to stop for whenever we find them. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Not going to pass by these abundant alien artifacts. Ooh, this one's got some walkers. They must have heard about me at the last one. They're like, pay attention to this guy. He's just gonna smash your door and run right in. And they're both going to be over near the front door, of course. What are you activating on me for? I haven't done anything. So they're literally going to activate on me just because I'm close? Suit yourself. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Okay, how about now? Woo! Leave me alone. I'm inside your operations center. Data stalled required. Ugh, I wish I knew what that word ginsk meant. A backup procedure has come to a standstill. The system is archiving a huge amount of language data, but the system has run out of memory to allocate. I can attach my multi-tool to provide extra space. It would require some variety of metal to re-engage the process. Oh, I don't know. I guess I would go with rare metal, assuming, you know, the process completes and extends my knowledge of the language of the electronic life forms. Okay, so instead of teaching me some kind of manufacturing, it has instead clipped the sentinel into the floor and given me 3 new words of the Korvax language. I guess I can accept that. Is this a... no. You're going to freak me out if you... What? 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 No. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Korvax word for network. Well, we did want to learn more of their language, and so learn their language we have. Speaking of language learning... Oh, and here we are getting a glimpse of what sort of stuff is going to form in the ocean. This is a crystal ocean planet. Sort of exciting. We did get a look at the bottom, sort of normal colored algae and such. What I have not seen are many land creatures, many terrestrial creatures. A couple of birds, a couple of aquatic species. That's about it for the most part. Monolith is not that far now. We're actually very close. Let's stay on task. I swear we're going to get a drop pod at some point before we call it on this planet. But for now, I think it was just giving us the same drop pod a little too much. We just had to deviate away. No more salvage buried technology. A slight detour. Let's take it. Ah, the ever requirement of fuel. Not truly a concern. I was so afraid that was going to be a thing that I did. Oh, I looked up at the screen and said, oh, it's grenades. I better switch it to shields. And then I thought I had switched it and thought to myself that I should right-click to see if I can switch it. Amplified cartridges are damaged. Tetra cobalt. You bugger you. Okay. Alright, okay, alright. Well, that unfortunately resets the counter on our extreme survival milestone. As we were up to 16 days, it is now down to 0 because unfortunately we have not, quote-unquote, survived. Not enough fuel. Oh no! Oh good, we have condensed carbon on board. Okay. There is not buried technology here. Why are you doing this to me? You are psyching me out with vague and improper markers. Ugh, so saddening. Oh, to reset our milestone. That's what hurts the most. Just give me back my inventory. I don't suppose you want to organize it the same. Of course not. Now it's a royal mess. Oh, it is a royal mess. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, enough. You know what? That's enough to sour me from detours. Let's go to the Monolith and then we'll scan for drop pods. How about that? Woo, look out, look out! Alright. The word for invisible. Adores. Not adore, but adores. And great. As in great. I just killed myself with a plasma grenade. Ramulse landmark. Traveler. Back. Future. Monolith. Timeline. That's all we get. My movements seem normal, but everything else is running faster than it should. The sun spins around the globe in seconds. Days endlessly turn to night and back again. The creatures that graze and hunt around sight pass by in a blur. I'm trapped in a time vortex. Numbers on my multi-tool seem to tick higher and higher. The closer I get to the monolith, the more disturbance is added to the timeline. Back, future, then I guess we gotta touch the monolith? I'm not sure. The timeline is reverted and restored. Nothing has changed. Learned the Atlas word for instant. Okay, so we have somewhat figured it out, despite our severe lack of understanding of the Korvax language. A couple alien artifacts right down the hill, though, and I do think we are going to stop and grab those, since they're less than 100 units away and side by side. In fact, we may have just overshot them, which we did, because they're for some reason on this incredible steep slope. Korvax word for not, that seems like an important one, in case they're trying to use the antonym of a word that we know. What is our buried technology at? 15, 30, 37. That's... I know there are at least 3 things that cost 10, and that just means we have 7 left over afterwards, so we need significantly more. I could buy a lot of the cheap ones and leave the ones that cost 10. That might be what we have to do. Let's go see a drop pod. Drop pod in 3 minutes in this direction. That sounds like the one we should have gotten originally. Whoa, whoa, don't get hung up in the tree. Nice. I just wish the camera wouldn't get wedged in the tailpipe like that, because this scout sure is fun. Or the Pilgrim scout vehicle. The Hapir Everglades. Ooh, avoid the water. Alright, we're on course. We'll likely... Oh! Wow, nice! Straight up flip. The Enclave. The Gorusalka Enclave. I do believe... Hold up. That's this over here. Is this a place we've already been to? No, no, no. This is... Why, this is a different one, because our ship is not here. Alright, well, let's save and chart it. We Might as well at this point. I think once again we'll swing in here and just see what's for sale. I imagine these trade terminals are going to have very similar items. But if you don't check, you don't know. Slightly different. Not exciting. What say you? Do you happen to sell salvage technology? Because if you do... Nope, that is a straight technology module. There's some salvage technology. Thank you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what else you've got? Some dihydrogen petroleum jelly. Let's grab that. No, no, I don't wish to be recruited for a task. We're going to do all that in the future. I know we could be doing it along the way, but that's something I really don't want to do unless I'm in full-blown exploration, because right now I'm still sort of running a checklist. There are, like, things I'm trying to get. We need manufacturing facilities. We need... Ooh, look at that. We need manufacturing facilities. We need salvage technology, drop pods, alien artifacts, you know, you name it, all of these things. And until we can start to taper down on some of them, to where we can simply just focus on the mission at hand, or exploring a little bit as we conduct our missions. I don't want to worry about them. Stop! Thank you. Let's change. All right. The drop pod is over there. This planet seems like a great planet for hunting drop pods, but also manufacturing facilities. Huh, would you look at that? A neat little cave opening. Too bad it's not what we're looking for. Star bramble. No, I don't really think that's what we're after either. Our inventory space is starting to become occupied with a lot of everything else. I think we should just stay on task. Break for alien artifacts, of course, but any technology, buried technology along the way? I don't see any. That's a detour. We can get that after the drop pod. I really want that buried technology to be off my radar, or I don't have to worry about it anymore. There we go. Finally made it to a drop pod. Alright, I guess we're going to save and chart anyways. We've already manually saved quite a few times this episode, so whatever will be, it will be. Now, let's get ourselves another inventory spot. A crucial, vital, critical inventory spot. And our high-capacity cargo page. Thank you. Now, I think at some point we can recognize that 2 copper is a waste of a space, or 2 uranium, sort of just wasting our space. And instead we can say the sodium could go there, right? Because that's 500. We could send the dioxide there. That's an easy 500. The oxygen, we don't really have room for those without starting a new section. We could do the frost crystal. The magnetized ferrite we have room for. Oh, this needs to be reorganized so badly. Dihydrogen, we don't really have the room for. The selenium. I think we will send the frost crystal. That there. That's good. That did free up a good bit of space. And then from there, we will continue with our detour. Actually, first we're going to scan for a drop pod and find one only 4 minutes down the way. Ooh, out of fuel. Thank you. So there's one only 4 minutes down the way, but I do believe that will have to be next episode, because this is where we say goodbye for this episode. Wonderful episode 100. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I have had a good time playing. Be sure to come back next time as we continue to hunt for drop pods and some buried technology. Not all episode next time like we did this one, but woo! But with backflips like that on a planet like this, you know, we can't just leave at the start of next episode. We'll have to spend a little bit of time doing what we love and traveling this wonderful planet. But we will depart at some point. Until next time, though, take care.